Welcome everyone. Today I want you to stop whatever you're doing. Sit down. Close your eyes for a moment, breathe deeply, and ask yourself one simple question. Am I really living, or am I just existing? Everyone wants to see the world, drive their dream car, live with freedom, earn money, enjoy peace, feel love, receive respect, experience happiness, build a business they can call their own, have a relationship that gives them life, and live a life that feels meaningful. But the real question is, what are you doing today to achieve all of that? What are you doing at this very moment to build the life you constantly dream about? Are you still scrolling endlessly through social media? Still watching random videos and wasting hours? Still making excuses about why you can't begin? Still sleeping late? Still afraid of failure? Still hoping life will magically fix itself? Listen carefully. This life is real, this world is real, and your time is limited. You won't get a second life, you won't get a second chance, you won't be born again to try again. This is it, your life, your moment, your opportunity. I'm not here to motivate you with empty promises. I'm here to hold up a mirror so you can finally see the truth. So you can wake up from the sleep you didn't even know you were trapped in. You want to change your life, speak better English, earn more, become confident, powerful, successful, unstoppable? Then don't just watch this video. Feel it, listen with your soul, listen with the pain inside you. Listen like your entire life depends on it, because it actually does. And if you want more videos like this, real talk, not sugar-coated lies, then subscribe right now. We bring something new and useful each time. We don't just help you improve English, we help you change your life. So let's begin. Let's learn how not to waste this one precious life you've been given. Time is your life, and you are not killing time. Time is killing you. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," every time you scroll for one more hour, every time you hit snooze, you're not wasting minutes. You're destroying pieces of your life. Seconds are passing, days are moving, you're getting older, your energy is dropping, your parents are aging, and your dreams are waiting, but they won't wait forever. What did you do yesterday? What about the day before? What will you do tomorrow? Still nothing? Still repeating the same cycle? Still waiting for someday? Someday is a lie. The world doesn't care about excuses. Only results matter. Value your hours like gold. Plan your day. Choose one thing that moves your life forward. Cut 1 hour of social media and use it to grow. Your life is your responsibility, not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not your governments. People spend years crying about what they didn't get. No good school, no support, no money, no guidance, no opportunities. Excuses. The people who win are the ones who say, "I'll build something from nothing." The most powerful people in the world started with nothing but hunger, fire, and determination. Accept your story but refuse to be a victim. Write your problems down and write one solution for each, then act. Your comfort zone is a trap. You wake up, check your phone, eat, scroll, maybe study a little, sleep, repeat. It feels easy, but it kills your growth. Success lives outside comfort. If you want fluent English, speak, even if you make 100 mistakes. If you want a business, start, even if you fail 10 times. People fear discomfort, embarrassment, judgment. Let them laugh, let them doubt. You move. A seed becomes a tree only by breaking the soil and facing heat, wind, and storms. You're the same. Do one uncomfortable thing every day. And stop saying, "I'll do it later." It's the biggest lie you tell yourself. Later becomes never. People who win act now, not next week, not next month. You said you'd start learning, exercising, reading, improving. But when? Time doesn't warn you before it ends. Regret is the worst pain. You wanted to start a YouTube channel years ago. Now someone else is living the dream you delayed. Start now. If you don't do it now, you probably never will. Overthinking is another trap. You plan, discuss, imagine failure, and never start. Thinking helps only for a moment. After that it becomes fear. You don't need perfection to begin. You just need to begin. A man can read 50 books about swimming, but unless he jumps into water, he will never learn. Think for a few minutes, act for hours. Success comes from doing, not thinking. Be that guy, not the lazy one, not the complainer, not the quitter, but the man who wakes up early, works when others rest, speaks even when he's scared, believes even when others doubt, and keeps going when everyone quits. Be the guy whose discipline inspires without speaking. Someone in every family becomes something great. Why not you? Every morning ask yourself, what would a disciplined man do today? Then do exactly that. Dress like success, talk like success, walk like success, and never waste your breath telling people your plans. Show them with results and become the kind of man people talk about years later because you changed everything when no one believed you could. The real battle is always you versus you. Your biggest enemy isn't outside. It isn't your friends or your family or your job or your phone. It's the version of you that tells you to quit. The voice that whispers, "I'm tired." The voice that says it's okay to be average. The voice that begs you to relax and stay small. And that version of you must be fought every single day because the lazy you battles the ambitious you. The scared you battles the brave you. The sleepy you battles the hungry you. And the safe, comfortable version of you constantly stands in the way of the version of you who wants to change the world. Every morning you wake up with the same choice. Who will win today? Will it be the guy who scrolls for 3 hours or the guy who reads 10 pages of a book? Will it be the guy who stays up until 2 a.m. watching useless videos or the guy who quietly builds his future? Only you can answer that. Inside you are two wolves, one lazy, negative, full of fear, and the other confident, hungry, and unstoppable. And the one that grows is the one you feed. So kill your lazy habits, track your day, celebrate every win against the weaker version of you, and slowly your identity will shift because this isn't a game. It's war and the opponent is always yourself. If you don't train your willpower, your emotions will run your life, and feelings are liars. You don't feel like waking up early, studying, working out, learning English, or chasing your dreams. And when you obey those feelings, you hand your future to your mood like a child. Willpower means doing the right thing even when you don't feel like it. Standing up when your body says no. Whispering "watch me" when your mind screams "I can't." Successful people aren't always motivated. They're simply disciplined enough to show up even when they're tired, broke, scared, or hurting because they have trained a muscle you haven't developed yet. Willpower, and like any muscle, the more you train it, the stronger it becomes. If you decide to stop using your phone after 10 p.m., you will fail at first, you will open it again. But if you keep trying, turning it off, putting it away, writing your goal down, you'll eventually become the man who controls his habits instead of being controlled by them. So start small and do one difficult thing every day until your discipline becomes part of who you are. Stop comparing your life to others because comparison kills happiness. Most people hate their own lives because they spend more time watching other people's highlights than building their own reality. You see perfect bodies, fancy cars, big houses, better English, more views, more money, and you forget you're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. You never see their breakdowns, their failures, their lonely nights, the thousands of times they cried or fell, yet you let comparison destroy your confidence. The fastest way to ruin your progress is by measuring it against someone else's success. You have your own timing, your own struggles, your own path, just like a sunflower and a rose. They're both beautiful but only when they stop comparing themselves. So unfollow those who make you feel small, track your growth instead of someone else's achievements, turn jealousy into inspiration, and remember you were born to become better than your past self, not a copy of someone else. Don't take advice from people who haven't lived the life you want. You don't ask a man with a broken roof how to build a house. And you don't ask a broke friend how to get rich or someone scared to speak how to learn English. The world is full of people giving opinions with no experience, and one wrong piece of advice can delay your dream by 10 years. So always ask yourself whether the person advising you has achieved what you want. If yes, listen. If not, thank them and move on. Stop waiting for the world to pick you because they won't. They won't believe in you until you've already succeeded. They won't clap for you until the work is done. So pick yourself. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for a message, a call, an invitation, a lucky break. Approve yourself the way all great people did. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times and still pushed through. She picked herself and the world followed. So give yourself the permission you're begging for from others and start that book, channel, podcast, business, or beginner step you've been postponing. Understand that without risk there is no story. No great life is built in comfort. No powerful man became powerful by playing safe. And every champion you admire risked their comfort, their time, their money, their heart, and their peace, because safety kills stories and risk creates legends. You're scared to speak English because people might laugh. So you stay silent for years instead of risking 5 seconds of embarrassment that could give you 10 years of reward. Take one risk today. Speak, post, apply, record, message, step forward, and ask yourself not just what's the worst that could happen, but what if it actually works? Because the only people with no stories are the ones who never dared. Time is running whether you move or not. The clock doesn't slow down because you're tired or scared. And one day you'll wake up 10 years older wondering what happened to your dreams while you were busy doing nothing. You're not too young, too old, or too busy. You're just full of excuses. When will you stop watching others win and start building your own future? When will you stop letting your dreams rot inside your mind? Nothing is scarier than regret because regret lives forever in your chest like a knife. So stop acting like you have unlimited time. You don't. And here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Nobody cares about your problems, your pain, your struggles, or your fears. Everyone is busy fighting their own demons. But this truth is your greatest power because if nobody cares, you are free to fail, free to try again, free to look stupid, free to grow, free to rise, and free to live without needing permission or applause. Cry if you must, but wipe your tears, clench your fists, rise, and use that pain as fuel because nobody cares. But you do, and that's enough to change your life. Stop waiting for next week, next month, next year because nothing magical will change between now and then. If you can't start now, you probably never will. There is no perfect time. Life will always be messy, and your mind will always find reasons to delay. So ask yourself honestly, why not now? Dress like success, talk like success, walk like success, and stop telling people your plans because the only thing that matters is the results you show them. Becoming the kind of person people remember years later because you transformed everything by mastering the hardest battle of all. You versus you. Where your biggest enemy isn't your family, your friends, your job, or your phone, but the lazy voice inside you that tells you to quit, to rest, to settle for average, to stay safe, and every single day you must defeat that weak version of yourself and choose whether you'll be the man who wastes hours scrolling or the one who grows, the one who sleeps late watching nonsense or the one who builds his future. Because inside you are two wolves, one lazy and doubtful and the other confident and hungry, and the one that grows is the one you feed. So destroy your lazy habits, track your wins, celebrate small victories, and rebuild your identity because this is war between who you are and who you could be. And if you don't train your willpower, your feelings will run your life since feelings lie and make you avoid everything that leads to growth. But willpower means doing what's right even when you're tired, scared, or unmotivated because successful people aren't always inspired. They're disciplined, and like a muscle your willpower strengthens every time you push yourself. Even if it's something simple like stopping phone use after a set time until eventually you become the Person who controls your habits instead of being controlled by them. And you must start small, stay consistent, reward discipline, and treat yourself like someone who doesn't break self-promises. Because once you master willpower, you take ownership of your entire life. And you must stop comparing your life to others, because comparison kills joy and progress, as people waste their lives watching others online and feeling inferior without realizing they're comparing their full struggles to someone else's highlight moments, forgetting that those people also cried, failed, and suffered. So stop letting comparison destroy your confidence and unfollow anything that makes you feel lesser. Track your growth. Take inspiration instead of insecurity, and focus only on being better than yesterday. And don't take advice from those who've never achieved what you want, because direction from the wrong person can delay your dreams by years. So only listen to those with real scars and real wins, and politely ignore the rest, because the world won't choose you, support you, or clap for you until you've already made it. So stop waiting for permission and pick yourself the way successful people did, creating opportunities instead of waiting for them. And understand that no great story exists without risk, since every legend risked comfort, time, money, or pride, and playing safe will leave your life quiet and forgettable. So take a bold step today, because one moment of bravery could reward you 4 years, as life won't wait for you and time is running whether you're ready or not. And if you keep delaying your dreams, you'll wake up older wondering where they went. So stop acting like you have forever and start acting now. Because nobody truly cares about your excuses or struggles. They're too busy with their own. Which means you're free to fail, free to rise, free to try again without needing anyone's permission. And in that freedom you must convert pain into power, since the pain you hide can either destroy you or shape you into something unbreakable if you use it as fuel, turning heartbreak into self-respect and failure into strength. Remembering that the darkest nights produce the brightest stars. And you must starve distractions while feeding your focus, because every useless hour spent scrolling kills your dreams, while every focused hour builds them, and 1 year of pure focus could transform your life completely. Which is not magic but discipline, and you must realize that life owes you nothing and rewards only effort. So stop expecting fairness and start demanding more from yourself. Fight for your future. Rise even when everything feels heavy. Because even in your darkest moments you are not finished. Your story is still unfolding, and your struggles are shaping a stronger version of you. And all you need is a dream to protect and pursue with discipline, hunger, and daily growth. Because you have no idea how powerful you truly are, and you're not behind or weak or late. You're just warming up, and one day people will wonder where this unstoppable version of you came from. And you'll know you came from pain, failure, and fire, rebuilt yourself, and kept going. So wipe your tears, stand tall, and keep walking, because your future, your greatness, and your dream are waiting. And the only time to start is today, not tomorrow. So stay strong and take action now.